Hey guys, Stan the Man here. Today I'm just going to be doing a quick video about Roman Reigns on what his future is looking like for WWE and what I think they do and what I think they're going to be doing with him. And I'm just going to be giving you just a little flashback of Roman Reigns becoming the tribal chief and all that in the first place. So yeah, let's get right into this. So as we all know, COVID struck in 2020, and Roman Reigns was supposed to face Goldberg for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania 36. But due to Reigns just overcoming cancer, he decided to pull out of the event and not go to work for a while until COVID got better. Once the moment was right, Roman Reigns returned at the 2020 Summerslam, with the main event being Bray Wyatt against Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. Reigns just comes down, beats the hell out of them, seems to be meaner than he was before he left, a lot more trash talky than usual, and that was when Reigns had returned to WWE. So that next Friday night after he appeared at SummerSlam, there was a backstage segment of him being interviewed by a cameraman, and the screen widened, and Paul Heyman was next to him and pretty much said that this is my wise man and he's going to be my advocate, kind of like for Brock Lesnar. After Heyman doing a lot of his trash talking and explaining to the people and kind of just building up what's going to happen next, it somehow comes to the point where Roman Reigns needs to sign a contract to face Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt for the Universal Championship, and he doesn't end up signing it until that match at that night. So as he comes out, he signs it with Heyman at the top of the ramp, then he comes down, pins Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship, and gets the victory with the Universal Championship, which he has held over 500 days now. Throughout this 500-day title reign, Roman Reigns has defeated insanely good people such as Kevin Owens in a last man standing match, Goldberg at Elimination Chamber, John Cena at SummerSlam, Daniel Bryan and Edge at WrestleMania, and Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble, which he has defeated every single one, retaining his championship. It wasn't that long into this new character where Roman Reigns made a group with his cousins, the Usos, which is known as the Bloodline. Now, Roman Reigns, I remember they went through a rivalry where the Usos were questioning some of Roman Reigns about his title and that, and Roman Reigns took that as disrespecting the family, not caring for the bloodline, which resulted in him facing Jey Uso in Hell in a Cell to show him, like, what he's doing to the family and trying to teach him a lesson. And that didn't really last long, and not long after that, they were all on the same page and just taking names and taking over WWE. And then we fast forward to SummerSlam 2021, where Roman Reigns defeats John Cena, and then Brock Lesnar returns after the match, and they kind of just do a stare down, no physicality, just, I'm here for you kind of thing. And so, of course, later that week on SmackDown, Brock Lesnar pops up on the Titantron and says to Heyman, "Why didn't you tell Roman Reigns I was going to be at SummerSlam?" And Roman Reigns turned around and was kind of like, what the hell is he talking about? And for a couple weeks, he didn't trust Heyman and stuff like that, which eventually led to Roman Reigns turning on Heyman by Superman punching him, which resulted in Heyman being kicked out of the bloodline, and he went back with Brock Lesnar. Not much time with him. Brock Lesnar won the WWE Championship at day one from Big E and several other Raw superstars in a fatal five-way match, which Lesnar ended up winning and becoming victorious. Then you flash forward a month to the next pay-per-view, which is Aurora Rumble, where Brock Lesnar defends his championship against Bobby Lashley in a pretty grueling physical match, a crazy one everyone's been waiting to see. But Roman Reigns ended up coming down, interfering in the match, and as you see here, Heyman gives him the title, and he smashes Lesnar in the face with it, and Bobby Lashley gets the win, winning the WWE Championship, making it personal between Reigns and Lesnar. Then the next pay-per-view is Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia, where Brock Lesnar takes on Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. He gets his retribution, gets his revenge. Like any Lesnar-Reigns match, it's a physical balls-to-the-wall match. And that was exactly what it was. Later on in the match, of course, there was the ref spot where the ref was knocked unconscious. Reigns the spear. And then you see here, Paul Heyman's trying to be neutral, so he throws the belt in between the two of them. And Roman Reigns ends up grabbing the belt, hitting him with the belt. Ref regains consciousness, and Roman Reigns wins with the cheap victory. So after that, they took a little break. Reigns faced Goldberg at Elimination Chamber, and Brock Lesnar was in the men's Elimination Chamber, which was for Bobby Lashley's championship. Of course, Brock Lesnar dominated like always, F5'd everybody. Bobby Lashley ended up getting hurt early in the match and was taken out, which guaranteed a new WWE champion, which Brock Lesnar ended up winning by F5ing Austin Theory off the top of the chamber and being victorious, setting up the title versus title match at WrestleMania. Which finally, after all this craziness and melee, we make it to WrestleMania 38, champion versus champ, winner take all, which this ended up being a regular Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns match. They were advertising it as the best WrestleMania match ever, which was just a shame because it felt like a big copy and paste. I mean, a lot of it was really just a big-ass finisher fest, but of course, in the end, Roman Reigns ended up winning, which at this point I just didn't understand. I mean, throughout this video, you've seen all his success. I mean, what else more does he really need to achieve, you know? I mean, like I was saying earlier, Lesnar returned at SummerSlam with a new gimmick, a new look. He's been a lot more friendlier, on the microphone, a lot more talking, interacting with the fans. And you could just see that he's really enjoying what he's doing and just is having fun, which also made me think that he should win. Reigns has been champ 500 days, so, I mean, a new, refreshed Brock Lesnar just made sense to me. I mean, he was kind of getting stale, the same thing, but now he has this new character, which is just great. He would have been fantastic, the undisputed champion. So now we're finally at the point in the video where we're up to modern day, modern times. This just happened last Friday. Tomorrow's Friday, so we're going to see what happens with this. But Reigns is in the ring saying, what's there to do next? Who's going to challenge me next? And then Nakamura's music hits. I'm really not a fan of Nakamura. I mean, I apologize to anybody that likes him. I'm just not a fan of his style. Obnoxious boobs. I'm just not a fan. But anyways, he gets in the ring. Reigns is kind of proud of him, shocked, kind of playfully hugs him. And Nakamura's like, I want the title. And the Usos double super kick him in the face. And Reigns just walks backstage, pretty much acting like he's a joke, which I'm really not a fan of this. I don't think Nakamura's going to win. I mean, we're at the problem right now where if Brock Lesnar can't beat Roman Reigns, Shinsuke Nakamura's going to beat him? Like, I'm just not feeling that, you know? What do I think the solution to this is? Randy Orton. He's still in really good shape. He's still looked at as a top WWE star right now. I mean, I know he is part of the tag team champions right now. But over the years, Randy has collected so many championships, breaking records on most matches on Raw. And he's a former undisputed champion. So, I mean, they got something right there. They haven't really gone against each other that many times. I mean, the Shield against Evolution, but that's not a one-on-one match. That hardly even counts. And they went against each other once at SummerSlam in 2014. But other than that, that was it. So I still think there is a lot that they could do. But yeah, guys, that's what I think about Roman Reigns' future and potential challengers. Comment down what you think below. Who you think should be his next opponent. Do you think Brock Lesnar should have beat him at WrestleMania? And just your thoughts on what you think. So, yeah, like always, guys, if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And I will see you guys in the next video.